Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, and this is your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. This week, source saying that you are going to come to a crossroads in your life. There's a big event coming up, one where you're going to need to be decisive, clear, and moving in alignment, right? You're coming to a crossroads where you'll have a choice between option A, to proceed along that route, and option B, to proceed along that route. Both have plenty of pros and cons stacked against them. I'm getting this sense from the energy in particular, this week in particular, for some reason, that the crossroads that you're going to come to, if you don't do what we're about to talk about in the channeling right now, if you don't do it, it could be a stalemate. Like the A and B are equally good and equally bad. It could be people that are A and B. It could be jobs that are A and B. It could be clients that are A and B. It could be schools that are A and B, or houses, etc. There's a higher level decision that's coming this week in particular that is distinctly going to feel like a crossroads in the energy. Now, first and foremost, when we're dealing with crossroads energy, it's important to create time. Create time for yourself. If this is an investment, to invest or not to invest, or to invest in this program versus that program, right? Create time. Carve it out. Oftentimes when we're in the process of decision making, we forget that we have the ability to create time. So first and foremost, assert to yourself, wait a minute, I can create some time for myself to really settle into this decision making process. The last thing that you want to do when you're at a crossroads is be rushed. No rushing allowed. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So first and foremost, create time. If it's someone asking you to do something, right, that's option A, do it, or option B, don't do it, do this other thing, or someone asking you to come to an event, option A versus going to this other event. The way that you create time, instead of saying, yeah, okay, right, jumping to the yes, or no, I don't do anything, or jumping. So let me get back to you on that. And kindly, right, asking them, when do you need to know by, right? Create. I'm not saying buy yourself some time. Create time, because you are a creator. Remember that. So create time first and foremost. And secondly, when you have that time and space where you're not being interrupted and you've written out, this is the second part, in this time that you've given yourself, you've written out your pros and your cons list. What are the pros and cons of option A? What are the pros and cons of option B? Right? Or maybe the pros are choosing A and the cons are choosing B, right? The to do it or not to do it. It depends on your situation. Remember, I'm channeling across multi-levels here. So we're speaking to multiple people in multiple different situations. Bear with us. So you write out your pros and cons list. You're super clear on what are the reasons that you wouldn't want to go with this, and what are the reasons why you would. And what are the reasons that you would want to go with this option, right? Option B, versus what are the reasons why you wouldn't want to, right? What are the effects? So you've created time, you've done your pros and cons list. When it comes down to it, the decision comes along, right? Knowing that you can always change your mind, you can always create a new future whenever you have now. As long as you know that you have now, you can always create a new future. That's tweetable. At Sensei Whitfield, by the way. So as long as you know that you have now, that you are in the now, you can always create a new future. If you're not in now, if you don't have your now right now, you can forget about being creative. But once you are clear that you've made time, you've made your pros and cons list, when we now go into the decision making. And the decision will come on the heels of this question. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? If you choose option A, you will write a story of your life. You'll tell the story of your life of an option A life, whatever that looks like for you. Whereas if you choose option B, you will create a story of your life. You'll tell the story of your life where it's an option B life. Who do you want to be? Which side is really in alignment with who you want to be, the life that you desire to create? Sometimes the life that we desire to create may feel a little bit more outside our grasp or our ability, but that's where you call in your positive thinking and really deepen your spirituality and connect to guidance so that you can manifest exactly what is necessary to be and create that life. You can do it. You can create whatever you want. But here's the transformative question. And if you don't ask this, you're going to come to a stalemate. Respectfully, I don't want to cast that kind of a spell on you, but this is what I'm hearing to tell you. If you don't ask that question, who do I want to be? We will come to a stalemate. Because you'll get lost in the gathering research, right, for the pros and cons list. I got to read every article about this thing over here. I got to research this person, this coaching program, or I got to, find all about the town where we're moving in and every single nook and cranny. You'll get lost in the minutia of the research process. Come into your body, into your heart, and answer from your heart, or lower, if you can answer even from your gut, who do I want to be? If you can't do that just organically, think of telling your children, and even if you don't have any yet, telling your children the story of your life. Which story, A or B, is the one that resonates more with this is who I want. This is who I want to be. This is the legacy that I want to create. This is the story that I want to write. And if I told it to my kids, I'd be super proud, right? Really help yourself anchor into that. I'm hearing the oracle cards calling in the energy. It's the fairies. Yeah. To send some high vibrational love and fun to what could be a very serious situation, right? Crossroads. This is intense energy. Very intense energy. All right. So, fairies, what do we need to know about being at a crossroads and creating our life this week in particular? I can't shuffle any farther. They're saying it's this card. Ooh. This deepens what we just channeled. Family harmony. Okay. So, definitely use that visualization with speaking to your inner child or telling the story that you would want to be told of your life, but also what's coming up around the crossroads. They're saying it's not so much going to be in your business, but it's going to have to do with your point of view and your desires mixing with and moving alongside, right? I'm getting this parallel vision, your family's point of view and their desires, what their needs are. Be kind to yourself. That question of who do I want to be is going to help resolve that tension between your point of view and your family's point of view. And it can be, who do I want to be to my family as well, right? Ask that question. Really take some time to journal into it. Someone in the energy I just heard said, I'm afraid to rock the boat. I really am. I don't know if we can handle me rocking the boat like this again. Again, I'm being encouraged by the guides to ask you, and it's got to come from you this time, who do you want to be? Sometimes rocking the boat can be a healing experience. Also, sometimes rocking the boat can be a selfish experience. If you're coming from the space of, well, I gotta be me and it doesn't matter what anyone else feels, right? And I'm just gonna go and you're all going to come in line with me, that's one thing. But it's another if you choosing the path that may be a leap of faith that makes the family uncomfortable, right? This week in particular. If that means that you're reaching towards healing, right? Yourself, healing the family, healing the legacy, right? You're reaching for expansion, you're believing, you're in that positive vortex, that you know in your gut you're in alignment, go for it. Go for it. Do not be small. Do not shrink yourself to maintain family harmony. That's not what this card is about. So there's some things coming up around family, coming to a crossroads this week in particular. Send me an email back, comment below. If this is you, let me support you. Let us at the dojo support you in this process. We're here for you. That's why these love letters are going out. Don't forget it, right? Email me at senseivictoriawhitfield@gmail.com so we can send more healing energy to your situation. And if you do need a session, I'm telling you, you need to get in as soon as possible. I'm very booked up, but I'd be happy to respond to your email and create time for you so that we can send more clarity to your decision-making process, get you past that crossroads. There's so much love and resource here for you, not only here at the dojo, but also online via naturalintuition.com. Let us support you in this process and your family too. Okay? Subscribe on YouTube so that you get your love letters first every week, and we'll see you next time. Mwah!